This is it. Hey guys, and welcome back to another Sheffield Steelers guy video. It is Friday, it is game day eve, and the nerves are really kicking in now. As you know, tomorrow the Sheffield Steelers take on the Cardiff Devils. The Nottingham Panthers play the Belfast Giants. It is all going to go down tomorrow, and we still really just can't guess what's gonna happen. If you guys are excited for this video, give it a like and of course subscribe, and without further ado, let's waste no time, let's get straight into this video. So obviously throughout the week we have been talking about the teams who are in the final week of the league title race. It's been that close that nobody has been able to win it a few weeks before the end of the season like Sheffield did last season, and it's gone straight down to the wire. Now, obviously, tomorrow we have got two very important games to look at. We're going to start by looking at the Sheffield Steelers versus the Cardiff Devils, and then we're going to move on to the Belfast Giants versus the Nottingham Panthers. So let's start with the Steelers and the Devils. Now, the Steelers and the Devils has been a very close series this season, with both teams winning their games against themselves at home. The Cardiff Devils have clean swept the Steelers, and now the Steelers are one game away from clean sweeping the Cardiff Devils at home. The Cardiff Devils have not won in Sheffield since the 1st of October 2023, so Cardiff will certainly want to do an upset, end that streak that they have in the back of their heads. But when they have came to Sheffield, Sheffield have controlled them for the majority of the game. A lot of people have been saying that Cardiff are going to give Sheffield a very hard game. I agree with this, but what people need to agree with is that the Steelers are going to come flying out tomorrow, in my opinion. I think that the Steelers are going to come out the tunnel like there's no tomorrow. They're going to be fast, they're going to be strong, they're going to be having more shots in the game. They could even be 2-0 up at the end of the first. The Steelers will want this game more than any other, and the Steelers will want to tire out the Cardiff Devils as quick as possible. So for this reason, I've gone with the Steelers to beat the Cardiff Devils 4-2 in regulation. Now, that game is really important. So if you're a Steelers fan and you go into the game, make as much noise as you can, wear as much orange as you can. Do not back down on cheering for this team as we try and retain the Elite League title for a second year in a row. Now, a new scenario has popped up, and this one is if the Steelers do not win tomorrow against the Cardiff Devils and the Belfast Giants win, that is it. The Belfast Giants will win the league title as early as tomorrow if the Steelers bottle a lead against the Cardiff Devils. Luckily, though, the Belfast Giants are taking on the Nottingham Panthers, and this game is certainly interesting. The Nottingham Panthers have been a very strong team this year, so there's no reason why they can cause an upset against the Belfast Giants. Doing so with a Steelers win against the Cardiff Devils at home will put the Steelers in pole position to win the league title in Coventry. And believe it or not, I can see it happening. The Belfast Giants, they have only won 6 games and they've lost 6 games, and they've only took 13 out of a possible 22 points that they could have took in their last 12 games. This isn't good for sure. Whilst the Sheffield Steelers have took 8 wins and lost 4, and they've taken 18 points out of those possible 22 points that they could have got in their last 12 games. The Sheffield Steelers have way better form than the Belfast Giants, meaning if this was a double header between the Steelers and the Giants, I would honestly see the Steelers winning both double header. But it's not. We're talking about the Belfast Giants and the Nottingham Panthers. Now you may be thinking, Belfast are at home, they're going to win the game, they're at the SSE, they barely ever lose there. Believe it or not, the Belfast Giants have lost more times at the SSE than the Steelers have lost at the Utilita Arena. Losing to teams like Dundee, Glasgow, and now Manchester can be added onto that list, and Sheffield. Yep, Sheffield have beaten Giants at the SSE this year as well. The Belfast Giants SSE Arena, well, you would rather say that it's not really the place where they want to be playing it. It doesn't help also that this is a double header against the Nottingham Panthers, because no doubt the Nottingham Panthers will not want the Belfast Giants to win the league title on their own ice rink. So what do I think is going to happen for this game? Well, it's clear to say Nottingham are going to start Jason Grande, because Nottingham are also trying to make a push for the league title as well. Even though their 4-1 loss to Guildford put them in a hole to even win the league, the Nottingham Panthers are still in the title race, unless obviously the Belfast Giants win tomorrow and the Sheffield Steelers win. That would probably see the Nottingham Panthers out of the title race, because the Panthers wouldn't be able to match the points Nottingham are on. So let's say that the Panthers somehow end up beating Belfast in regulation tomorrow. That means that whatever happens on Sunday, it's going to be massive. And since this is a Game Day Eve video, we're also going to be talking about Sunday's game as well. I've gone for the Nottingham Panthers to win 4-3 in Belfast in regulation time. That is right, I've gone for the Panthers to win in Belfast. That means everything goes down on Sunday. And I think that the league title race will probably also go down to Sunday's games, where the Belfast Giants will travel to Nottingham to try and win the title on the last day, and the Sheffield Steelers are going to Coventry to try and see if they can pick up the league title. Now, with my predictions, all the Steelers would need to do is win the game, and then they'd be league champions. So, sadly, Belfast Giants fans, the Nottingham Panthers would not want you to win the league title in their own barn. I can see the Panthers coming out very strong on Sunday with Saturday's result. Whatever happens on Saturday, the Panthers will probably absolutely destroy the Giants on Sunday. And if you're thinking, well, we're the Belfast Giants, we're top of the league, we're going to destroy Nottingham. Probably not, because the Belfast Giants have actually not had a great season at the Motorpoint Arena Nottingham. They haven't won there yet. They have not won at the Motorpoint Arena Nottingham. So I can see the Panthers winning this game 3-2 in regulation. This would end the Belfast Giants' hopes. And if I'm right, that would put the Panthers on 76 points. Meaning if the Steelers were to lose in, in Coventry, the Steelers would therefore still win the league title on a tiebreaker. But what you want is for the Steelers to win in in Coventry, and the Nottingham Panthers to beat the Belfast Giants on one of those games, which I can see happening as well. And there you go, the Steelers will be league champions. It is a very hard thing to predict these games. Obviously, I'm a Steelers fan, so of course I'm going to favourite the Steelers winning the title race, because I just want us to do it back to back. And do you know why I want us to win the league? To stop Belfast Giants winning a Grand Slam. Belfast Giants can still win a Grand Slam at the moment, so let's win the league and stop all those hopes there, which would make the playoffs very interesting indeed. So, all in all, I have the Sheffield Steelers down to win the Elite League title. I've said it all week. I think the Steelers are going to do it. I think Belfast are just not in the mood to do it anymore. I would be so shocked if Belfast end up winning the league. I'll be like, how have you done that? We won both our games and you went back and forth. The good thing is, Cardiff are playing Coventry tonight, which means the Cardiff Devils are in Cardiff tonight. Hopefully Coventry run them out of energy, and a Cardiff Devils side will come to Sheffield tomorrow, having played a game already, where we will have rested an extra day. So we'll have the advantage on that point as well. Guys, this is it. Prepare yourself for the biggest weekend I have probably ever witnessed in my time watching the Elite League. It's going to be tense, it's going to be dramatic, and only one team will come out as your 24-25 Elite League champions. Will it be Sheffield? Will it be Belfast? Or out of all the odds, will it be the Nottingham Panthers? If you guys have enjoyed this video, give it a like And of course, subscribe. Guys, I will see you tomorrow for the Sheffield Steelers versus Cardiff Devils. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous at the same time. That is it from Steelers Guy.